Have you ever wondered if there's a single ancient secret that could unlock pretty much everything you want in life? Health, wealth, happiness, you name it? Well, today we're diving deep into the global phenomenon that is The Secret. We're going to break down its core ideas exactly as the book presents them. Let's get right into it. Right out of the gate, the book hits you with this incredibly bold promise. I mean, think about that for a second. The idea that anything you want, no matter how huge or out there it seems, is totally within your reach. It really sets the stage for a completely different way of looking at the universe and, your role in it. So here's how we're going to unpack this whole thing. First, we'll look at what The Secret actually claims to be. Then we'll get into its main engine, the law of attraction. After that, we'll cover the three-step process for using it, check out some stories of it in action, and wrap up with the ultimate message it has about you. All right, first things first, what is The Secret? Well, the book is very clear that this isn't some new age fad. The claim is that it's a timeless, ancient principle that has quietly shaped all of human history. According to the source material, this isn't just one of many laws, it's the master law of the entire universe. It's presented as this powerful piece of wisdom that's been known by a select few throughout the ages. We're talking ancient Babylonians all the way to modern thinkers. And it's this one single principle that supposedly pulls the strings behind everything that happens in our lives. And that one powerful principle? It's called the law of attraction. This right here is the absolute heart of The Secret. The basic idea is actually super simple. Like attracts like. In other words, whatever you think about, you bring about. Okay, so let's break that down. The philosophy here is that your thoughts are literally magnetic. They have a frequency, kind of like a radio signal. So when you think, you're sending those thoughts out into the universe, and they magnetically pull in all the things that are on that exact same frequency. Everything you send out comes right back to you. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. The book points out a super important quirk in this law. It supposedly doesn't process negatives. It can't hear the word don't. So when you're thinking, I don't want to be delayed, the universe just hears the main subject of your focus, delays. It's a bit of a mind bender, right? The idea is you end up attracting the very thing you were trying so hard to push away. So if our thoughts are really creating our reality, how do we actually, use that on purpose? How do we make it work for us? Well, the book lays out a very clear three-step guide it calls the creative process. I love this metaphor from Dr. Joe Vitale. He says to think of the universe like a giant catalog. You just flip through, decide what you want, and place your order. According to this view, your job isn't to worry about how it's going to get to you. Your only job is to decide what you want and put the order in. And here's exactly how you place that order. Step 1 is ask. You have to get crystal clear on what you want, no mixed signals. Step 2 is believe. This is key. You have to act, speak, and think as if you already have it. And finally, step 3 is receive. This is all about feeling the emotions of your wish fulfilled. You feel the joy now, and that feeling supposedly tunes you into the right frequency to let it into your life. So, okay, that's the theory, but does it actually work? Well, the book is filled with some pretty compelling stories that are presented as proof. Let's jump into a couple of the most memorable ones. This first story is about a really popular tool called a vision board. The idea is you put up pictures of what you want to achieve. Entrepreneur John Assaraf did just that. He cut out a picture of his absolute dream house and stuck it on his board. So fast forward 5 years, he's moved a few times, and one day his son finds the old box with his vision boards. John looks at the picture of the house and just freezes. He realizes that he's living in that exact house. Not one like it, the actual one from the picture. He had somehow bought and renovated his dream home without ever consciously connecting the dots. Wild, right? And this quote, which the book attributes to Einstein, just nails the whole idea. Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. The point being made is that when you visualize something, it's not just idle daydreaming. It's a literal sneak peek of what you're pulling into your reality. But these stories aren't all about massive life-changing goals. Take this one, about a 10-year-old boy named Colin at Disney World. After a super long day of waiting in lines, he went to bed that night and just thought, man, tomorrow I wish we could go on all the big rides and not have to wait in any lines at all. So what happens the next morning? A Disney employee walks up to his family out of the blue and announces that they've been chosen as the first family of the day. They got full VIP status, a personal escort, and walk-on passes for every single big ride. Exactly what he wished for, delivered in a way he never could have planned. Now, the book also makes some of its boldest claims when it comes to health. The core idea presented is that just like we attract events and circumstances, we also attract health or illness, and that our mind holds the ultimate power to heal our body. And here we have Kathy Goodman's personal account. She says that after her diagnosis, she made a decision to focus entirely on the belief that she was already healed. She filled her days with gratitude and, get this, laughter. She would just watch funny movies to keep her spirits high and avoid stress. She reports that in about 3 months, the cancer was just gone, all without any radiation or chemotherapy. So you take all these stories, all these ideas. What's the big takeaway? Where does it all lead? Well, it all builds up to one final, core message that's meant to shift your entire perspective on who you are and your place in the world. And this is the absolute bottom line. The Secret argues that nothing in your life is just randomly happening to you. It's all happening through you. You are the artist, the sculptor, the one creating your entire reality with your thoughts. It flips the script from being a victim of circumstance to being the powerful creator of your life. This quote from Lisa Nichols just perfectly captures that spirit. It's all about personal power and authorship. The life you're living is uniquely yours to create. Your biggest project, according to the book, is you. It's about taking full ownership of your own story and your own joy. And it all comes down to this final powerful idea, which is really both a statement and a challenge. According to the philosophy of The Secret, your past has no power over you. With this knowledge, you are the creator of your destiny. And that creative power doesn't start tomorrow or next week. It begins right now. The big question it leaves you with is, what are you going to create?